You know that feeling when you type something into a search bar and the answer that comes back is just perfect, even though you didn't use any of the exact right words? Well, that feeling, where it seems like the search engine just gets you, that's not magic. It's actually a quiet revolution that's been happening right under our noses. We're moving from search engines that just match words to ones that understand ideas. So let's break down how it all works.
We've all been there, right? You search for Apple, you're looking for the latest tech news, and boom, you're buried in recipes for apple pie. That exact frustration is the perfect place to start, because it pinpoints the problem that this whole new wave of search technology is built to solve.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we'll pit the old way of searching against the new. Then, we're going to pop the hood and see how this new semantic search thing really works. We'll have a little head-to-head showdown, check out where this tech is already changing our lives, and then we'll see how the future is really about combining the best of both.
To really get this revolution, you've got to understand the two sides of the coin. In one corner, you have the old-school approach, just searching for specific keywords. And in the other corner, you've got the new way, searching for entire concepts.
So first up is the original champ, keyword search. This is the classic, right? It's simple, it's fast, and when you need it to be, it's super precise. If you search for the exact phrase best coding tools, it's going to find pages with exactly that phrase. Its strength is that it's completely literal. But, well, that's also its biggest weakness. It has zero idea what those words actually mean, and that's why it gets so confused so easily.
And here comes the challenger, semantic search. Now this is a whole different ballgame. It's powered by AI, and it goes way beyond just the words on the screen to figure out the intent and the context behind your search. It's trying to figure out what you really mean, not just what you typed.
So, how in the world does a machine learn to understand what we mean? Well, the magic here isn't really magic at all. It's this incredible field of AI called natural language processing, or NLP. Let's get into it. Yep, the absolute engine driving this whole thing is natural language processing, NLP for short. This is the branch of AI that's all about giving computers the ability to understand, interpret, and even speak human language. You can think of it as the ultimate translator between our messy, creative way of talking and the cold, hard logic of a computer. Now, this process might look a little complicated, but the core idea is actually brilliant. First, the AI breaks down what you're really asking. Then it does this amazing thing called vectorization. It basically turns your words and all the documents it has into coordinates on a giant multidimensional map of meaning. On this map, concepts like king and queen are close neighbors, so the search engine just has to find the documents that are physically closest to your question on the map, and that's how it finds things that are related by meaning, not just by matching keywords.
But here's the thing, NLP isn't working alone. It's more like the conductor of a whole tech orchestra. You've got machine learning, which helps the system get smarter with every single search. You've got entity recognition, which spots things like names and places. And you've got knowledge graphs, which act like the system's long-term memory, connecting all the dots. And this is where the system really starts to build its own understanding of the world. It uses something called a knowledge graph. Think of it like a web of facts. Instead of just seeing the words Mona Lisa and Leonardo da Vinci, the graph understands the relationship. Leonardo da Vinci is the creator of the Mona Lisa. It's this web of connections that gives search its real-world context.
Okay, we've met the players, we've seen how they work, so now let's put them in the ring for a direct side-by-side comparison to really nail down the difference.
So when you boil it all down, the single biggest difference is this massive shift from being literal to being conceptual. Keyword search is fast, but it gets tripped up by ambiguity all the time. Semantic search, on the other hand, uses that whole suite of AI tools to understand context. And for us, the user, that means a way more intuitive, way less frustrating experience.
Okay, this isn't just a bunch of cool theory. This technology is already out there, right now, completely reshaping our digital world. So let's look at some real-world examples of semantic search in action. Just think about the last time you were shopping online. If you search for something like comfortable shoes for walking, a semantic system gets what you mean. It knows you're looking for things with cushioning or good arch support, even if you never typed those words. It finds products that match your intent, and that just makes finding what you want so much easier. And it's not just about shopping. It's an absolute game changer in fields like academic research. Researchers are flocking to tools like Semantic Scholar because, as this quote says, the AI finds papers that are actually important and relevant to the idea they're studying. It's not about just matching keywords in a title, it's about understanding the core concepts of the research. The results are just so much better.
And of course, you can bet this has completely turned the world of SEO on its head. Long gone are the days of just stuffing a website full of keywords. Now, for businesses, success is all about creating content that actually answers a user's intent. The whole game is shifted from trying to trick the system to actually providing real, honest-to-goodness value.
And seriously, the impact just keeps spreading. In healthcare, it's helping doctors make sense of patient records faster. In recruitment, it's matching people to jobs based on their real skills, not just the title on their resume. It is a quiet but massive transformation happening in almost every industry you can think of.
So, with all this incredible new tech, does that mean keyword search is, officially dead? Well, not so fast. The future isn't about one replacing the other, it's about them working together.
Turns out, the smartest systems out there use a hybrid model. They take the best of both worlds. They use keyword search when you need a scalpel to find a very specific phrase or a product number, but they use semantic search when you need a map, to explore a broad idea or ask a complex question. It's all about using precision when you need it and powerful context when you don't.
So why does this smarter, hybrid approach matter so much? Well, it all boils down to one powerful word: personalization. When a search system actually understands you, it feels like the digital world was built just for you. And that's not just a nice-to-have anymore. It's what we all expect. In fact, get this. A stunning 76% of shoppers say they're more likely to buy from companies that personalize their experience. And it all starts with understanding intent. This whole evolution brings us to a much, much bigger question. I mean, think about it. We've gone from giving computers very specific instructions to having conversations where they actually understand what we mean. This is so much more than just better search results. It's a brand new chapter in how we interact with technology. So now that our machines can finally understand our intent, what comes next for the partnership between us and AI?